are now live at the Pots and Pans at La Carreta on Bird Road. The atmosphere around me is very energetic. As you can see, we got flags waving. We got everybody cheering. Everybody's happy. And behind me is the North Broward Detention Center, where a TSA agent was held last night on charges of aggravated battery against an elderly. The incident took place at Fort Lauderdale Airport, and while the charges are clear, the motive still is not. And we are outside of TGK, where they are holding a Frontiers airline passenger after he decided to strike another passenger mid-flight. And today marks the 4-year anniversary of the Surfside building collapse, as many here were gathered today, remembering those names that are right behind me. It is never before seen body cam footage of a police-involved shooting that took place in the Redlands 2 years ago. There's an investigation going on right now about a heat heist. Local 10 sports director Will Manso joins us live from Coral Gables with the detail. Will, what's going on? Thanks, Will. Now to a safety alert. A chess teacher has been arrested accused of molesting a child, and the victim is a 6-year-old boy. Local 10 Samir Nefsi joins us live from Miami with the disturbing details. Samir. And the key word is concerned for these passengers that were on this Qatar flight coming to South Florida from the Middle East after Iran decided to strike back at the United States. Back from a 15-hour flight from the Middle East, Qatar airline passengers are thankful to be on South Florida soil.
We thought that things might change with our flight, but it didn't, so we got home safe.
But it was scary because, you never know what's going to happen up in the sky.
The Miami-bound plane taking off from Doha was already in the sky when Iran fired several missiles in a U.S. military base in Qatar. Airspace was sealed off immediately in the region, and Qatar Airways announced a temporary suspension on all of its flights, grounding many planes and forcing a number of cancellations and delays, which made the loved ones who were waiting very concerned.
That's why we weren't sure if he was going to make it, but we're like, okay, he's already in the flight, so we're like, okay, at least we know he's going to make it. I feel sorry for the people going back, like what's going to happen now.
All the airspaces are closed, as we understand, which is Bahrain, UAE, Kuwait, but Qatar also is closed, but I don't know how they're flying in. I didn't want to find out. Let them worry about that.
Passengers departing on the return flight back to Doha from MIA admit their concern with the conflict, but relieved that it was the same as usual behind the check-in counter for the airline. A Qatar plane taken off on Monday evening after the company used X to inform its customers that the airline has since reopened and is in the sky.
We're heading off to Phuket, and we were worried about all of the missiles and stuff going on.
Customers even confirming that the flight is still a go.
That's what they've told us.
And as we know, Qatar Airlines has not canceled any flights coming out of MIA, which has not been a story for other airports around the world, as they either been delayed or canceled. Reporting out of Miami International Airport, I'm Jordan Bankston, Local 10 News. And this investigation is still ongoing. As you can see behind me, the bus stop covered in police tape where one of the shootings took place, as police are still looking for the suspect responsible for killing 2 people and injuring 2 more. It was a hail of gunfire in Miami's Little Haiti neighborhood early Monday morning.
We just heard a bunch of shots and we all ran in the house.
In total, 4 people were shot. ShotSpotter picked up gunfire just after midnight at the intersection of Northwest 2nd Avenue and 62nd Street. It happened in the street near the bus stop.
I just know it was multiple rounds heard.
Do you know about how many?
Over 20.
Wow.
Over 20 rounds at least.
People who live nearby heard the gunfire and say shootings happen often. 2 men were killed, 1 was found at the shooting scene. Blocks away off Northwest 56th Street, another man was found dead inside of a car. Detectives collected evidence throughout both scenes. Now they're looking for the suspect or suspects.
Detectives did in fact mention that they do believe there are other suspects that may be involved in this incident.
The blue car was an innocent bystander who was not hurt.
I mean, we all are pretty much in shock about it. It's with new people over in the neighborhood, and it's a lot.
The other 2 men drove themselves here to Jackson Memorial Hospital. Police canvassed the neighborhood for any video and spoke to witnesses. They have made a plea to the public for any helpful tips. And as this investigation is still ongoing, police are asking anybody who may have any tips or leads to contact them or Crime Stoppers. Reporting in Little Haiti, I'm Jordan Bankston, Local 10 News.